As a part-time low-end card seller, you'll have your ups and you'll have your downs. And in some of my past weekly sales videos, I've shown you guys some of the downs. Today, though, is a much better day in terms of card sales as I sold 53 cards for a total of $121.51 in total sales. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys all the cards that sold today. And at the end, we're going to break it all down. So let's go ahead and get right to it. I sold these 5 cards to one buyer for around $13. This is a Michael Jordan Rare Air card from 1994. This one sold for $2.50. Here's a 1999 metal scoring magnets of Grant Hill. This one sold for $3. Here's another 5-card order that also sold for around $13. Here's another 5-card order of all Peyton Manning cards to one buyer, but this one sold for $18. Here's an Optic 75 Years of the NBA Silver of Walt Frazier. This one sold for $1.75. Here we got a 2022 Crown Royale base card of Tyrese Maxey. I sold this one for $2.50. Here's another Crown Royale base card, this time from 2020, and this one is of Damian Lillard, and this one sold for $5. Now, when it comes to these Crown Royale base cards, you wouldn't think that these cards could be sold for this much. But the idea here is to find sets that are not easily accessible to everyone. Maybe the box is just too expensive to purchase. And in this case, I'm creating that accessibility to that buyer. And that's why these cards were able to sell for as much as they did, even though they're base cards. As a matter of fact, this is the second Damian Lillard card that I sold this past week, with each of them selling for $5 a piece. And the kicker is that I only paid 75 cents per card. Crazy, right? Now let's get back to the rest of the sales. We got a John Elway Topps Chrome Golden Moments card. This one sold for $1.75. I have this 1988 Fleer rookie of Dennis Rodman. I found this one for $6 and I sold it for $15. Here's one more 5-card order, but this time all Luka Doncic cards, and this one sold for $10. Now here's a big order of 20 cards sold to one buyer. Now I did take some losses on some of these cards here, and I ended up making $23 for this lot. Here we have a Prism Monopoly card of Trae Young. I sold this one for $2. And finally, we sold these 5 cards here for the prices that you see. My apologies for not having the cards, as I already shipped them out earlier this morning when I went out to do errands with my family. Now let's break it all down. I sold 53 cards today for a total of $121.51. Now after taxes, fees, and shipping costs, I made a total of $86.95 in net sales. Now taking into account the cost of goods sold, which was $45.62, I made $41.33 in just pure profit. As I've said in the past, the numbers are not going to blow you away. This is sometimes the life of a low-end card seller, especially if you're doing this part-time. But then again, this is just one day's worth of sales. Now, low-end sports cards are a grind and can be time-consuming. But is it a waste of time? I personally don't think so. Why? Well, if you want to know why, then you can check out this video right here.